Canada presents the resolution on the situation of human rights in the Islamic Republic of Iran on behalf of 47 co-sponsors. As in previous years, the resolution is fact-based, relying on evidence cited in the reports of the Special Rapporteur and of the Secretary General. The resolution is fair and balanced, recognizing where progress has been made by Iran and where more needs to be done. Certaines des mises à jour importantes cette année comprennent la reconnaissance des efforts par l'Iran dans l'accueil des réfugiés afghans, dans la prévention de la violence contre les femmes et dans la lutte contre la pandémie de Covid-19. La résolution exprime également les préoccupations communes et exhorte l'Iran à mettre fin au nombre continuellement élevé d'exécutions, à améliorer les conditions d'incarcération, à lever les restrictions imposées en matière de liberté d'expression et de réunion en ligne et hors ligne, à mettre fin à la persécution des minorités religieuses, à mener des enquêtes et à veiller à ce que les auteurs des violations des droits de la personne répondent de leurs actes et à ce que les victimes obtiennent réparation. Mr. President, the overall situation of human rights and trends in Iran remains troubling. The rate of executions for child offenders in contravention of international law is disturbing. As pointed out by the Special Rapporteur, over 70% of executions of child offenders worldwide are carried out in Iran, including through the use of torture-induced confessions. We reiterate the Special Rapporteur's call for Iran's authorities to immediately halt imminent executions, to commute all sentences of child offenders on death row, and to abolish the death penalty for child offenders. The Iranian government's lack of compliance with its international obligations concerning investigations and its weak accountability framework serve to perpetuate impunity and gross human rights violations. This includes the continued lack of accountability for violent crackdowns during the November 2019 protests and the downing of Ukraine International Airlines flight PS752. Families calling for justice for victims continue to be intimidated and harassed by Iranian authorities. It is also concerning that Iran continues to destroy evidence of past violations, including the reported mass execution of political dissidents in 1988. As stated by the Special Rapporteur, families must be able to exercise their rights to remedy and to reparation. They deserve to know the truth. Mr. President, many delegations have taken the floor to call into question the use of country-specific resolutions, and they have pointed to the establishment of the Human Rights Council and the UPR. In our view, these are not mutually exclusive tools. The establishment of the UPR was not meant to obviate the Third Committee. And in fact, Iran's acceptance rate of its recommendations at the UPR is not terribly high, neither is its implementation rate. Canada's record, past and present, is far from perfect. We acknowledge our mistakes and are trying to do better, but we have a standing invitation to special procedures, and we are ready to learn from others. I encourage all member states to vote in favor of this resolution. I thank you. The floor again. The distinguished representative of the Islamic Republic of Iran described sexual abuse and murders of Indigenous children and peoples in Canada as abhorrent, and she's right. We acknowledge that there were crimes committed against Indigenous peoples in Canada, and we also acknowledge that there is systemic discrimination ongoing against Indigenous peoples in Canada. Their socioeconomic indicators are by far lower than that of other Canadians. We are trying to do better, and in response to those abhorrent acts, we established victim-centered approaches. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission was led by Indigenous peoples themselves. The 93 recommendations articulated by that commission were accepted without reservation by the government. The government established a National Day of Reconciliation and has encouraged every citizen in Canada to think through how they can improve our country's record on human rights. I would be more than happy to share our experience, past, present, and future, with representatives of the Islamic Republic of Iran or any other member state, not because these processes are perfect, but because we believe in collective learning and collective wisdom. And that's why we bring this issue to the Third Committee of the General Assembly. Thank you.